welcome to my YouTube channel today. This is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me and pressing play. And today, being Easter Sunday, so happy Easter to everybody out there. Hope you've been having a lovely bank holiday weekend. If you're in the UK or further afield and you have a holiday weekend. And today I'm going to show you how I made this little treat box, which I've been gifting to some of my friends just as a little gesture to say happy Easter to them. Quite sweet. It's got a few little candy covered chocolate eggs in there that in the UK we call mini eggs. They're very Moorish, so there's only a handful in there, and the rest is filled with our ready shreddy, which I'll show you later on. But just a little something to say happy Easter to people. These would be really lovely table favours. You could just change up the message, which I'm going to do today actually, because it's Easter Day today. I don't want to make any more that say happy Easter, so I'm going to change that. I know it'll still have eggs in, but maybe you could change those as well. You can buy little gold foil chocolate balls or other little sweets that could go in there. It doesn't have to be eggs. I liked using the eggs and this paper because I just thought the colours actually coordinated quite well. There's sort of pinks and purples and yellows in there, and they coordinate quite well with the paper. So how do we make it? Very quick little project, this one. We start off with one of our clear tiny treat boxes, which come in a pack of 16, so you get loads of these to use, which is lovely, and they really are quite tiny. I don't know if you can see there. They come with a layer of film on them to protect them so they don't get scratched. So the first thing you need to do is peel that off. So you can peel that off and discard it. And then you just need to push them open and just make sure that those creases are nice and folded. So you might want to use your bone folder just to get those creases nice and crisp where this has been packed flat in the box. So all of those ones, and then all of the ones on the flaps as well. I'm going to do it that way and then that way. If you do it one way, then it will bend quite easily the other way when you need it to. So it doesn't really matter that I'm doing these the wrong way round. So like that. And then you'll see how easily this box just pops together. There are instructions on the packet of how to fix the bottom because it could be a bit confusing if you didn't know that. So let's open it all out. And so to do the bottom, you put this flap here. I don't know if you can see. Can you see that's the one that's sort of got two ears on it? Try and catch the light with it. Can you see that? Well, one with two ears on it. And then you push the two side flaps in and push them just so that they catch underneath. That one hasn't there, like that. And then this one with the tab on it, can you see that one's got a tab? Pushes in and holds the whole thing together so it's nice and fixed, and it's actually quite firm then. Okay, and then the top of the box, when we finish decorating it, will fold over like that and pop in there, and that's going to be our little treat box. Really lovely size. Be lovely for jewelry and things as well. Okay, let's put that to one side and think about what we're going to do. Right, what we're going to do is just line it with a small, oh, where have I put it there? Just a little bit of DSP, so halfway, just about halfway up the box, just so there's a little bit of something going around. And so you need a piece of DSP, that is, and I'm using Sweet Soiree, the speciality pack, and you need a piece that is 8 1/4 inches by 1 1/4 inches. And what you're going to do, I've already started scoring this one, so I'll just rescore and show you what I did. We're going to score it at 2, at 4, at 6 and at 8 carefully there. Okay, and then just going to make sure those folds are nice and burnished, nice and clean, and then bring back in our treat box and pop that in, and it's a pretty tight fit, but these boxes are 2 inches, so it should just about fit. And if it just bows out a little bit. Doesn't matter because the ready shreddy will push it against the sides. So there we are. I've just put that inside there, and where we had that little lip at the end, that's just holding in there so that we don't get a gap at the corner. So then we're going to put in some ready shreddy. I don't know if you know about this. This is in our spring and summer catalogue. You get a huge pack full of this. You get silver, berry burst and white. I'm using white today, but a huge pack. I've made loads of these boxes with this white, and I've still got loads left. And you just have to kind of pull it. So you just pull it until you can find some ends, and then just stuff your box with it and get all the odd ends in, and you can judge how much you need. You can play around with that. I'll put a little bit more in. I just want my eggs to just sit on top of that. The friends I'm giving these to won't thank me if I give them a whole box full of chocolates, because we're all always trying to lose weight. So I thought just a few little mini eggs would be quite a nice treat for them without ruining their diets too much. So there we go. And then in there, what I've used to fill mine was these mini eggs, which come in these little cartons in this country, in the UK. I bought 3 of these for £1, so about 33p each, these cartons. So this is quite a cost-effective little treat as well. And then I just put them in there, and there. Look at those pretty muted colours of them. Push them down and pop it shut. And actually it looks quite nice like that already, but I'm going to add a bit more decoration to mine. So first of all, around the middle here, I'm going to put some washi tape just to give it a little bit of border, and I'm using one of the thin ones from our pink assortment of washi tape. All the details of all the products I've used will be on my blog, and the link to my blog, the right blog post, will be below the video in the description panel, so just have a look in there if you want any of the details. So just putting those round like that, and it just gives a little bit of a finishing touch where the designer paper meets the box. Okay, and then I'm going to put a piece of ribbon around it. This time on this box I used powder pink, oh, what's it called, can't remember. Again, the link will be, but this is our very thin ribbon, stitched ribbon, and this one is our powder pink finely woven ribbon. Oh, that's not what I want to do there. Okay, and so what I'm going to do now, whenever I'm on camera, my bows go wrong or my knots go wrong, so let's just hold our breath and see whether we can do a nice one today. Did a perfect one the other day and then couldn't work out how I'd done it so perfectly, but hey ho, let's give it a try. So we're going to tie a knot and then hold that and then go round and tie another knot so that it hopefully will lay. Oh, that's not bad. I'm quite pleased with that. So I've got a nice, I'm not going to tie a bow, I'm just going to have, now you could have those flapping like that. I'm going to cut them off a little bit, just a little bit shorter, like so. There we go. So that's my ribbon around my box, and then just to finish off, I'm just going to put a little message on the front. Now, like I said, on the one I made, I'd put Happy Easter, but I don't want to use Happy Easter today, so I'm going to use a different one. I'm going to use one of our teeny tiny sentiments. The Happy Easter was from this set as well, that's down there. I'm going to use Just For You, so it's a nice general greeting. Excuse me while I get my ink, because I've forgotten it. I want to use Calypso Coral ink to stamp the greeting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White card. I'm going to stamp my Just For You greeting. There we go, lovely. Tiny, tiny, but really sweet. I love those sentiments. I should be really sad if they're one of the things that retires from our catalogue. I'm then going to use the 1 3/8 scallop circle punch to punch this out. So I'm just going to line it up and punch. There we go. And then to finish it off, I'm going to use a piece of scrap paper, and I'm just going to stamp some little flowers. The flowers are from the Sweet Soiree stamp set, which is this one. This is a huge set. It's in 2 boxes. I've got the wood mount set because even though I don't usually buy wood mount, I actually was given this set for free when I went to a Stampin' Up event, and it was a wood mount set, so it would be stupid to say no to it, but it's not my favourite. I would have chosen clear if I'd been choosing it for myself. So I'm just inking up this little rose flower, and I'm just going to do one over the side here and another, and it's a bit of case of luck or judgment because you can't see what you're doing so well with wood mount stamps, which is where our Stamparatus will come in when mine finally arrives. There we go. And then all we need is a circle, and I'm using a 1.5 inch circle. Punch a circle out of powder pink card for that to mount on. I'm actually going to mount it using a couple of dimensionals, like so. So I'm trying to use up my large dimensionals because I don't really use these as much anymore, and I much prefer the little ones. I'm trying to use up my supply of big ones. I think the little ones are so much more user friendly and so much more economical as well, although I do sometimes cut these ones in half. So and can you see that? Yeah, just check we're still on camera. Let's line that up. And then to adhere it to the box, I didn't want to use dimensionals again, so I'm going to use some tear and tape. Just need a little bit of tear and tape here, and as it says on the box, you can just tear it, and just one little strip will probably be enough to hold that on there. There's no weight going on. And then we're just about done. Very, very quick and easy to make, very cost effective, like I've said, especially if you've already got all the tools that I've used, and a really nice little treat for one of your friends, or like I say, wedding table favours. You could change up, change the paper, change the colours, lots of variations, but just a very nice little gift. And you could change what you put in it as well. Hope you've enjoyed that project. Thank you so much to everybody who watches my videos, and thank you to everybody that subscribes. I'm aiming to hit another milestone quite soon. I'm aiming for 2,000 subscribers. I've got nearly 1,700 at the minute. I'd love to hit 2,000 sometime soon. So if you haven't subscribed and you'd like to, please do. That would be great. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks very much. Bye bye.